Hello, hello. Today we're going to talk about the advanced strategies for fasting for your hormones, and I have a Keto Mojo meter here to help us out with that. So what's really important to understand is the intention for any type of fasting while you're working on your hormones is to balance the insulin levels and how your body responds to the insulin levels. And so when insulin is balanced, then we're able to balance our sex hormones, as there is a hormone hierarchy. And we know that more than just fasting, the Keto Mojo can really help us target specific questions for individuals. For example, when you're fasting, can I have coffee? Can I have fat in my coffee? Can I have, what does my eating window need to be? Does it need to be like 6 hours, or could my eating window potentially be 10 to 12 hours and still gain the same benefits? Many people respond better to fats than others, and so this is a really excellent way to customize your own fasting window and to really aid in the healing of your hormones. So I'm going to show you how that works. So the intention, of course, with fasting is to decrease your glucose levels and increase the ketones. So we know that our cells can either burn glucose or ketones. And if we're constantly feeding them glucose, those cells are the ones that are going to grow. We're going to feed those, and they're the ones that are going to thrive. So when we do start shifting into more of a ketotic state where our body is using ketones for fuel, those cells that are burning glucose, those are going to kind of die off. And so that's why you might hear the word called keto flu. Some people experience it and some people don't. But it really is a real thing. So I'm going to show you the Keto Mojo. Now, if you get the basic kit, it comes with like 10 glucose strips, 10 ketone strips. I personally got the extra ones because 10 is only going to technically last you 5 to 10 days, depending on how often you're testing. So best case scenario, first thing in the morning, you want to test your glucose and your ketones. And then you're going to have your coffee or your tea or maybe nothing. And then 30 minutes after that, you're going to check again and see if it elevated or decreased your glucose and your ketones. And then that's going to give you information about how your body is processing things. And it'll help you monitor things over the course of just navigating this fasting journey. So you hit the on button. The cool thing is now they're all Bluetooth, so you download the Keto Mojo app and everything is connected, but you'll see this little strip flashing. So I'm going to go ahead and there's blue and brown. I'm going to go ahead and rip one of these off. And then when you rip the top off, you find the tiny little strip in there. And sorry for the extra time, but sometimes I just really appreciate watching someone do it because, I don't know, when you put it in, it's just like, okay, now what? So it says GLU, and then it has a little drop of blood image right there. And so that means it is ready for your blood. So this little Keto Mojo thing, if you twist it, there's a lancet, and I already replaced mine, but it comes with these, and you can just twist the top off and then stick it back in, and then find the right spot here. Twist that back on, and then you'll notice here that there's a few different levels. There's like very, very little, and then a longer line there, and that's going to help you adjust the power of the needle. And really, it depends on the thickness of your skin. It depends on a lot of things. So try a few. Don't be nervous. The anticipation is the worst part. So you pull that, which cocks the needle there, and then my favorite is really my ring finger. I put it a little bit to the side, and then this is the button you hit right there. Pull it a little to the side, and there we go. Now I put mine right in the middle. This thing is still flashing, so I'm just gonna put the blood right in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's actually not first thing in the morning here, so I'm not really sure what it'll be, but, so my glucose is 86, and it's funny, there's like a little apple flashing. It's like, hey, you should eat. But what you will know, what you will notice is that the more that your body gets into a ketotic state, the better you will feel when your glucose is lower. For example, I did a 5-day fast and woke up on day 5 feeling energized, feeling really good, and my glucose was just a little under 60. And some people say, whoa, that's crazy. It should never be that low, but it depends on your body's ability to process the ketones. So I was still feeling good most of the time. Like if you have a history with diabetes or someone in your family, you would understand that that would be like way too low for someone. But that doesn't disqualify them from this. But we are talking just fasting for your hormones. So, okay, now I'm gonna open the little blue packet, which is the ketone strip. And I didn't bring a tissue, so I'm just trying not to drop the blood. Put the little blue strip in here. And now it says KET and then has the little blood symbol. Squeeze just a little bit more out of your finger. And the ketone takes a little bit longer. Okay, point 1. So that's okay. It's good. If it's lower than 0.1, it's just going to say low, which is fine. Again, you can connect to your phone and it will just automatically update those things, or you can write them down. And so what I would do though is, if this was first thing in the morning, I would have my coffee or tea with fats or without fats, and then I would test again 30 minutes after that. And if the glucose goes down and the ketones go up, then we know that that was a productive thing for us. And if it's the opposite, then it might not be good for us. Depending on wherever you're starting, black coffee or like fats or no fats can really make or break the difference. So the next time I would test, if I was trying to fast, would be before I was about to eat. So for example, maybe I was trying a 24-hour fast and it's 2 or 3 in the afternoon and I want to see when I should eat my meal. Should I wait 24 hours? If your glucose starts elevating, then you can go ahead, it's time to eat. But anyways, I hope this was helpful in utilizing your Keto Mojo and really helping you find out what your best fasting window is and what you can have in the morning throughout just your intermittent fasting. We know amazing things can happen on a cellular level, even just fasting for 15 to 16 hours. So remember, you count that as soon as you're finished eating dinner, and then you go to bed, you count all those hours until you eat again. Your coffee does not necessarily break the fast if you're utilizing the glucose and the ketones and you're seeing those positive trends that we talked about. The eating is actually later when you're actually putting food in your mouth or any type of sugar or anything that stimulates a glucose response. So, okay, we'll talk to you soon.